2020 was an unprecedented year, no thanks to the coronavirus outbreak, as the global economy was suspended in second quarter and most of third quarter 2020 to safeguard human health. Oil prices plummeted to levels never seen before. Airlines were grounded, hotels shut down, and all forms of congregational economic activity halted. This triggered a global recession across advanced and low-income countries as GDP growth numbers printed negative amid demand and supply shocks. As such, the International Monetary Fund estimates global GDP to contract by minus 4.4% in 2020. Thanks for joining us on the program this morning. I am Chiwendo Osisiago, and today I shall be discussing on Nigerian's economic outlook 2021. Before I go on with that discussion, let's look at the business stories making headlines. Stay with us. The Senate Public Accounts Committee has described as unacceptable the payment of 98.4 million naira by the Petroleum Resources Ministry for the printing of leaflets. The flyers, according to the 2015 Auditor General for the Federation's report, was meant to create an awareness campaign for the Petroleum Industrial Bureau. The report currently being scrutinized by the National Assembly also stated that the fund was released without due process. The chairman of the Senate panel, Senator Matthew Ohon-Gide, also faulted the payment of 39 million naira was into the account of two persons for the purpose of monitoring the ministry project within the Federal Capital Territory. The federal government on Sunday insisted that the deadlines given for the registration of all subscribers' identification models with valid national identity number were still in force. It also declared that the NIN was mandatory for diplomats who reside in Nigeria, as well as for all other lawful residents across the country. Asked whether the federal government had eventually advised the Nigerian Communications Commission as regard the deadline for SIM registration with INI, the Director of Public Affairs NCC Ikechukwu Adinde told our correspondents that nothing had changed. Calls for deadline extension are mainly due to the large crowd that gathered daily at the various offices of the National Identity Management Commission, as many telephone subscribers had yet to get their NINs. Activities on the local burst finished last week on the positive as the NSE All-Share Index and market capitalization appreciated by 2.63% to close the week at 41,176.14 and 21.53 trillion naira respectively. Similarly, all other indices finished higher with the exception of NSE growth, which appreciated by 3.32%, while the NSE ASEM index closed flat. A total of turnover of 3.45 billion shares worth 32.73 billion naira in 30,327 deals were traded last week by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to a total of 3.39 billion naira shares valued at 19.87 billion naira that exchanged hands in the previous week in 26,808 deals. Trading in the top three equities, namely UPDC Real Estate Investment Trust, Mutual Benefits Assurance PLC, and Transnational Corporation of Nigerian PLC, measured by volume, accounted for 1.22 billion shares worth 4.46 billion naira in 929 deals, contributing 35.52% and 13.63% to the total equity turnover, volume, and value, respectively. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation on Sunday announced a total export receipt for crude oil and gas valued at $120.49 million for the month of September 2020. NNPC Group's General Manager, Group Public Affairs Division, Kenny Obateru, said the figure was contained in the September 2020 edition of the corporation's monthly financial and operations report. He said in a statement issued in Abuja that the $120.49 million crude oil and gas export receipt was a 16.28% improvement on the $100.88 million posted in August 2020. The report showed that out of the figure, proceeds from crude oil amounted to $85.40 million, while gas and miscellaneous receipts stood at $25.31 million and $9.78 million respectively. Other NNPC subsidiaries, including the Integrated Data Services Limited, National Engineering and Technical Company Limited, Nigerian Gas Marketing Company, Petroleum Product Marketing Company, and NNPC Retail recorded 268, 234, 21, 42, 422, and 41% trading surplus, respectively, over their previous month's performance. And that's the business update on television Nigerian. I am Chiwendu Osisiago. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back shortly.
Chiwendu Osisiago, presenter Television Nigerian Business Daily. In a globalizing world, ours is to keep you engaged, informed, and educated on contemporary happenings in the business world. We therefore command a special audience of business-minded viewers who are eager to know more about business. I mean, your business. Why don't you take advantage of our special affordable offer to let the world know about your concepts, your goods, and of course, your services? You can call us on 080-3071-6959 or 070-3234-9054. You can also visit us at Television Nigerian in Guzapi, Abuja, and follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Twitter at Television Nigerian. Your business is our concern.
Thanks for joining us again on the program, and if you're just joining us, it's TVN Business Daily. Like I said earlier, I shall be discussing on the Nigerian's economic outlook 2021. Today I'll be discussing alone. I'm bringing a guest to buttress more tomorrow. In 2021, we expect the global economy to take a shot of recovery, largely due to the announcement and approval of effective COVID-19 vaccines. The risks of re-emerging infections remain high. However, much will depend on the speed, scale, and long-term effectiveness of vaccination. Overall, global growth is projected by the International Monetary Fund to rebound by 5.2% in 2021, backed by recoveries in emerging markets and advanced economies. Recovery will be aided by bold economic stimulus packages and a massive accommodative policy stance by central banks. Similarly, oil prices are expected to continue northwards, but may be stuck within the $45 to $55 per barrel range if demand fails to keep up with supply. Despite the constant effort, the economy slipped into another recession as GDP contracted in second quarter and third quarter 2020. Inflation galloped to a 33-month high of 13.89% year-on-year in November 2020 amid sharp food price increases and currency markets crisis. Also, the CBN imposed administrative measures to curb the depletion of the external reserves, which slid to $35.4 billion. In December 2020, as such, the parallel market rate crossed 500 naira per dollar in fourth quarter 2020, while foreign capital inflows hit rock bottom. In 2021, we expect GDP growth to rebound by 1.7 to 2.0, buoyed by increased economic activities and some improvement in the oil market. Although the reopening of the borders in fourth quarter 2020 should ease pressures on food prices, other structural factors such as FX market liquidity, potential increases in petrol prices, etc. General prices elevated. As a result, we expect the headline inflation rate to peak at around 16.0% before pulling back if no further policy adjustment is made. Again, the high base effect of the headline inflation spike in third quarter and fourth quarter 2020 should moderate further increase in price levels. In response to rising inflation and in a bid to attract FPI inflows to the market, we imagine the CBN will begin to tighten in monetary policy stance at some point in third quarter and second quarter 2021. Finally, on the exchange rate, we expect a potential convergence of rates when the CBN begins full intervention at the internal and external windows. As such, we anticipate that the parallel market will appreciate from 470 naira per dollar towards the NAVEX rate, which has now been adjusted to 410 naira per dollar. Now we shall be listening to what Nigerians' predictions 2021. Let's hear from them.
The year 2020 is gradually coming to an end, so we want to find out on the streets of Nigeria the expectations of Nigerians for 2021. Please follow me.
"2020 hasn't been good. To just say the fact, it hasn't been good. There's a lot of stress, a lot of suffering, a kind of hustle. We youths, and that is why you see that the youths are not that happy because of how everything is being managed. And 2020 was not easy at all, and the year has come and gone, but we thank God for the life that we have. Anyway, we still have hope that 2021 is still going to be better. So my expectation for 2021 is very high. So I think what they will do is our leaders to try as much as they can this time around to make sure that those things that the youth want for them to be put in place. I think it will help go a long way.
2021, we believe that things will be okay. We believe any pending project, we believe that in this 2021 we are about to enter, we will complete it.
So what was your experience in 2020?
You see what I'm carrying, books. This is what I'm supposed to do in 2020, but because of coronavirus, everything is being postponed. By January, the exam commence. So it's not funny at all. And things have increased, everything very costly. But I just hope that 2021 will be okay.
I have to be optimistic about 2021, considering the fact that 2020 has been such a calamity, I should say. If you look at it, 2020 has not been so peaceful or very something to talk about. But I have hope that 2021 will be far better than 2020.
2021, yes. I have a lot of expectations.
You want to get married in 2021? You want to go to the United States? You want to have a car? You want to have a house or something?
I'm already married. Yes, I want to go to the United States. If I have the opportunity, I want to be there.
Why do you want to be there? Are you tired of Nigeria? What are you saying?
Not really. I just want to go there, maybe educational reasons, because I love my country and I love to stay here. I just want to adventure in their education. Let me see how the education goes over there. I think that's just it.
Number one, if I get to 2021, I have to thank God for me being there, crossing over there. And I expect changes in Nigeria. The suffering is much. And let it be like 2020. So I expect 2021 to be the best and the government to change for them to know that the people are suffering. That's what I want them to know. And that's what I want God to do for us here in this country.
Everybody has expectations, and so for 2020, the expectations may have been dashed. We have heard the reactions of Nigerians and expectations for 2021. Please drop a comment and let's make it very interactive. Peggy Sunday, TVN.
Thanks for joining us again. You've heard what most Nigerians have said for the year 2021. Most of them expect more from the government in order to avert another lockdown. A lot of them expect so much from them, and we as individuals, we should pay more attention to the government for a better 2021 by avoiding crowd, maintaining social distancing, using nose masks, avoid touching your nose, your mouth and your eyes, wash your hands thoroughly in order to reduce the spread of COVID-19. It will definitely go a long way better. We definitely hope for a better Nigeria and of course a better 2021. And that's much I have for you today on TV and Business Daily. Join us tomorrow for another section of the program. I'm Chimando Osisiago. Thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful day.